So hi, good evening and let's begin. So the topic for the day is which is the toughest muscle we have and how to train it. When we look at our body, we see that the set of muscles and them how we train them. Like the normally people feel and they get scared of the belly fat, and when they see that, they start training their abs and they keep on training them. Few succeed in that and few do not succeed in that, getting rid of that belly muscle. But that is not the toughest muscle. Neither any others. Let's talk about bicep, tricep, shoulder, chest, legs. None of them are the toughest muscle to train. They are very easy to train if we know how to train, at what sets we have to take on. The toughest muscle we all have, is that muscle which helps us to push all other muscles and to push ourselves to an extraordinary level, because our body is capable of doing all the extraordinary things that exist or do not exist across. And when it comes now to know which is that muscle is nothing but our brain. And if we succeed on training our brain, then secondly and subsequently the next step we are going to do is to train all of our muscles that are required to equip ourselves to take it to the next level. When it comes on that, the thought comes that why brain or mind is called as the toughest muscle to convince or to train. Because, my dear friends, any other muscle can be trained if we have those guts, if we have a wish, and if we have decided that we are going to do it, then it is set that we are going to do it. But when it comes to the main muscle, that is our brain, then it takes a lot of energy and lot of self-enthusiasm, we can call, which needs to push on to the next level. Whether you think you are right or whether you think you are wrong, both ways you are right. Whether you think you can or whether you think you cannot, either ways you are right. Because whatever you are thinking in your brain, in your mind, that is what you are going to be. We all are going to be. Secondly, always make sure to flex our muscles. What bodybuilders do, they flex their muscles. Flexing is what they show on the main display. When it comes of taking a picture, what we do, those who have a belly, what they do while taking a pic, they hold their breath. I have a good friend of mine, I see it regularly. We make fun of it, but it is fact that we want to look good. So how about training our main muscle, which can help us to groom and boom to the next level? And when it comes, my dear friends, nothing else but our own wish, our own say, and how we push ourselves on that muscle, which is our mind, which is our brain, which is our thinking capacity, is what all about it is. As I said, that body is capable of doing any extraordinary thing that exists or do not exist. If you don't believe, just go and check on the Guinness book and see what are the things that people have done. A girl of 13 years can climb mount. A man of body weight of around 180 kg can lift more than 10 times of his body, that is more than 1800 kgs. How that is possible? That is all possible only because they have trained their mind in such a way that nothing can push them back, nothing can hold them the way they are moving ahead. When it comes to ultimately training our brain, then what things we have to take care is all about. And to begin with, it says that strong body with weak mind. Strong body with weak mind will make the body weakest. And the weak body with the strong mind can make your body the strongest, because it is immaterial at what capacity you are now. What matters or what is material is what you think you want to be and where you want to head yourself. And in this journey, my dear friends, when it comes all across, we just have to think that why I should not say yes for this. And once you are convinced on this, then you are set already over there. Now, how to train our mind? How to make it realize that it is the muscle that can help all other muscles to grow. Ultimately, I am not talking only about bodybuilding or physical fitness. I am talking about our life as a body. Because the body structure we have, it is the only place we are going to live. And that too, only once for this life. So how best we can do out of it is all about grooming ourselves and taking it to the next level. And when it comes that way, my dear friends, nothing but our thoughts, our thinking capacity is what all about is going to push. Now to take it, how to train our mind. Today, just before this session we started, I got a message from one of my very good friend. He asked me that how to enhance my English speaking capacity, how I can enhance my vocab. So I told him that you should watch English comedy and you should start talking to your friends. So he said that I understand English, but I fail in phrasing the words and ultimately I end up of not getting a particular line. Now why does that happen? Because somewhere at the end of his mind he has set that I am not going to talk in English at any cost, and that is what the thought is holding him back for a long period, for many years now. And unless and until he make that statement to his mind that yes, you can do it, then only it is going to get happen. And once he do it, it is always going to get happen. I was also initially scared of doing live and making YouTube. But when I started, I realized one thing, that let it will not happen all one day, but I will be beginning somewhere. And once I begin, I know how to take it ahead, because that confidence is going to gathered by the experience. And to get the experience, you have to make an attempt. Let it be right or wrong, whatsoever. That best saying and the best thought, if you think you can or if you think you cannot, both ways you are always right. So always remember that, my dear friends. And when it comes to training mind, what gym we have to take, which exercise we have to do, what diet we have to take, and how our lifestyle has to be, what rest we have to take is what all it matters. Now let's talk about how to train our mind. To train our mind, there are very few exercises that we have to do. And to do those exercises, you can do it anywhere, anytime. It is not like that this current lockdown is going and you cannot go to the gym, so you cannot get that physique back. But training a mind, training your brain, training the way you think is always possible at your own ease. You have to just practice it with some exercises. Now what are these exercises are all about? Let's see on to it. So these exercises is a set which elaborates how to train and tone that muscle of our mind, which can always help you to push to the next level, and you are going to be the one who is going to be the one get counted on, the one who does extraordinary things at ease. And when it comes that way, my dear friends, the exercises are like this. The first exercise we have to do is to do gratitude. We have to have some habit of doing gratitude. The gratitude can be done to any time, to anything. Now what's gratitude? Gratitude is being thankful for. Now today we all are saying that we are thankful to the doctors, nurses, police, military, and the ministry, the government, our PM, our CM, everyone we are thanking, the cleaning staff. But did we ever thank them before this COVID? Or are you sure that we are going to thank them once this all gets over? I doubt on that, because we have developed ourselves of digging the well when we are thirsty. So don't do that. Have a habit of doing some gratitude every single day. Now how to thank and whom to thank? Get up in the morning, spend 2 minutes, or before going to the bed, have 2 minutes. Close your eyes, sit with closed hands, sit like this, do the gesture you want to do with your own beliefs, and just say thanks for anything that comes to your mind. First day you may thank only one or two things. Second day it will go to three or four things. Subsequently you will see that the numbers are increasing for being thankful to. If now at this moment I ask you what are the things you can thank, then it would be hardly one or two things that comes on your mind. But go and check with a child. That child will tell you 10 things, 20 things, 50 things, 100 things in one single day to be thankful for. That child is thankful for the toys. That child is thankful to you. The child is thankful for the butter. The child is thankful for the ice cream, biscuits. Everything that child is having, it is thankful to. Child is happy and thankful that the child is getting a space, a time to spend with family as well. So my dear friends, let's start doing some gratitude every single day. Going ahead, when you go to the next level of gratitude, you can start writing the things you are thankful to by putting your dates. There is a best example I ever realized. The example says that make a jar, make a box, and whatever gratitudes you have, you just write being thankful for and put those chits into it. And whenever you feel sad, just open that box, open that jar and see and read, and you will realize how many good things are there in your life instead of being thankless or hopeless feeling or feeling alone for that given one moment of time. Because my dear friends, the moment you see here and there, you will see everything negative, because we have trained ourselves to see negativity and to crush them. But in this journey we always forget to be thankful for the things that we are already blessed with. We have air to breathe, we can thank it. We have flowers to see and smell, we can thank them. You have fruits to enjoy, you can thank them. You have water to drink, you can thank them. You have a barber who can get your hairstyle, you can thank them. You have anything and everything that comes across your life and your day, you can thank each one of them. That's called gratitude, which is the first exercise we have to do to train our toughest muscle, that is our mind, our thought. The second exercise is volunteering ourselves for some work. Now, how to do that? When you see old ladies crossing a road with some baggage in the hand, go and help them for a minute. Spend 1 minute by carrying that weightage and let them pass the road. That's volunteering. You need not to be doing the great and the biggest and the toughest job, but you can do the small attempts, and that all small attempts together in your life can build up like a mountain of the volunteer works. And do it at your ease, needless. Neither, I would say, not every time you need to invest money to do it. It is not like that you spend $1,000, get something and go and distribute to the needy. You can go and do some work as well. Clean your surroundings sometime. You will feel happy, and make it a habit, because that's an exercise required to train our mind. Now when you do gratitude, you learn and you train your mind to see the positivity of life, and that's how we flourish that muscle, and this muscle gets developed to see it time and again. Secondly, when you do this volunteering, you train your mind to be self-sustained and self-contained by also helping others whenever and wherever it is possible. The third thing that comes is to do some charity. Now, what's charity? Charity need not to be the part of your income, but it is different from volunteering. Charity is something, whatever you have, which is more than sufficient for yourself, go and donate it sometime. You buy your clothes many a times in the year. Need not to be waiting for the festivals only. When you buy a new cloth, there is one cloth which is ready to go out of your wardrobe. So take out that. Take that cloth out and give it to someone, and try to feel how you feel when you see that person, when you see that kid who is wearing your given clothes. The smile that you are going to get to see on that face is going to be something that you are going to, like, you are going to live that moment for yourself, for your happiness. And when you make yourself feel happy, your brain gets trained to see the happiness around as well. The next exercise to train our mind, the fifth one, is learning forgiveness. Anything and everything that happens across and which do not make us feel good or instead make us get hurt, try to forgive them. Try to forgive that situation. It is not easy. It is kind of the toughest exercise, I believe, because we all have certain amount of anger with us. Some are very angry, some are not so angry, but forgiving is the toughest experience and the exercise to do, because it strain on you. It puts you to digest that and say it's okay, let's move on. But once you start doing it, then subsequently you will see that you have developed a nature of forgiveness. And when you develop that nature of forgiveness, that is the moment when you train your mind to ignore the things that are bothering and get on the track to move ahead in your own life, which can make you to strive, thrive, and look at the stars that are shining ahead. After knowing the forgiveness, the next exercise and probably the last exercise is knowing and maintaining the self-awareness. Now what's that? That is nothing but first we have to understand what all we know. And to understand what all we know, we have very simple checkpoints. Just go and explore the topic and you will understand whether you are aware of it or not. But it is not necessary or it is not important. What important is when you make self-awareness, then you understand what is there which I don't know. There is a saying which says that to know is that you know nothing. It's kind of creepy statement, but I love it. To know is that you know nothing. When you start exploring a subject or topic, then the intents you have will not last when you have already known it or when you acquire it. But every time when you understand there is something you have to learn, then go and explore and make it a habit of making a list that what are the topics that I am aware which I can experience with others, and try to throw them out as well. Whatever you know, try to make it happening with others. Let others also know that these are the topics that you are aware of and you can help them on that. And the topics which you are not aware, try to gather that information from those who know it. Books are the best sources. Internet is always there. You have to just put on and you have to just click on that search button by putting the topic you want to, and you can learn yourself and you can make your self awareness to the very next level. Now let me just rephrase the exercises to train the brain, and the exercises, here we go. The first one is gratitude. Like it or don't like it, try to say thanks to anything and everything you feel like saying thanks, and make it a daily habit. Second one, try to volunteer yourself for some selfless work, because unless and until you do a selfless work, you will not feel that you are capable of taking the next level challenge. Third exercise, go and do some charity. The best example, whenever you buy clothes, donate some clothes which you are not going to wear anyways. Feel that smile and see that happiness, and train your brain to see the happiness around as well. Fourth one, learn forgiveness. Try with small things. Don't get angry every time. It is there. It is not going to end up in a day or two or not in a year or so, but it is a long journey to take. So keep it with it. Whenever you have a chance to forgive something, try to forgive it. But the toughest job is to forgive those who are very near and dear to you. The others you can forgive anytime. But when it comes to that, who is your close friend, who is your family, then it is a little tough job, because we all are bound by it. But once you try with others, subsequently you are going to groom yourself and your mind will start seeing that forgiveness works. Subsequently, in a year or two, hopefully we will be in a capacity to forgive anything and anyone. And the last exercise is self-awareness. Self-awareness is knowing that what I don't know and then acquiring how I can know it. Now to conclude this, let me share a small story. This story is about a ruler. There was a ruler who was ruling that periphery, that place, that kingdom, and everybody was happy with this ruler. He was doing a fantastic job. The only thing that was not good with him is he did not had one eye and he did not had one leg. And when this happened, then somewhere he was not feeling happy about it. And one day it came like he was wandering through his kingdom, and there was a place, an auditorium, where all his ancestors' photos were kept, like the earlier kings, the earlier rulers. And when he look at that, then he realizes and a thought comes to his mind that when my pic is going to be put here, how it is going to be, how it can inspire others, the way I am getting inspired by looking at these pics, how my pic will inspire because I don't have a leg and I don't have a eye. Then he decides and calls all the artists from his kingdom, his ruler. When all the artists came, he said that there is a challenge if anyone want to take. You have to make a motivational pic of me which is going to be put in this auditorium once I die. But it has to be motivational. It should inspire others by looking at it. And when it is said, he lastly say that those who will make an attempt, if they make a good attempt, I will reward you with the best prizes. But if you fail, I will punish you as well. Then everybody was scared. Nobody raised their hands up, and there was one painter sitting at the back line, and he raised his hand and said that, my king, I am ready to take this challenge. Give me some time. So he takes that challenge, he goes home, and after a month he comes back with a pic, and it was covered with all the papers and the pages on it. And he said, I want to open this in front of your whole kingdom, in presence of everyone. So what picture he made, when he opened, everybody was so happy and so magical to see it, because the pic he made was like this. The king is sitting on a horse. He is holding a dhanush, and with one hand he is holding that arrow, and one eye is closed and he is just targeting it. When you set a target on something, you close your one eye. And when he has shown that horse, he has shown from one side where the leg was there, the other side the leg is not there, which is on the back side of the horse. So my dear friends, the only thought is, when you have a capacity, when you have trained your mind to see good in anything, then subsequently you will grow to see good in almost everything. The way this painter has saw good in that, and he developed that pic of the king having that dhanush with the closed eyes, setting a target on something, was really inspiring, and that pic got selected to be kept in the auditorium as an embark of this king to motivate others. So my dear friends, the same way, when you do these exercises, I am pretty sure that we are going to develop our mind in the way it has to be, and it will be, to see everything good about it, taking all the challenges, taking ourselves by preparing to the next level, as well as it is going to give a sense of happiness, which is most important. And once you start making yourself happy, the mind will start looking more happiness around instead of seeing the sorrows and the problems. You will be counted in the one who comes with solution and not the one who comes with problem always. If you like this story and this thought and this session, don't forget to share this with your friends and families. So that's it. That's the message from me. And at the end, I would always say once again, stay young, stay